All right, I'm going to ask you to stop for a moment these paired conversations and let's share them out. And I'm jealous. I want to hear some of the thinking you're doing. So what we're going to do is go around and everybody will have I hope everybody will say one noticing. Let's just start with the noticings. One noticing that you like on your list, and we'll get them up. And then after we've gone around, if there are more on your list that we haven't heard yet, I'll give you a chance to share. But for now, everybody will get a chance to say one. And if the one that you want to say, I mean, ideally you'll say one on your list that isn't up here yet. But even if it's up here, if you want to say it, go ahead and say it, because it's important to me to hear the ideas that all of us have as well. So we'll start here with you. And what's your name? I should start learning names.
Chris.
Chris, thanks.
My notice that the figure has 6 sides.
6 sides, thanks. And who's next to Chris?
Dylan.
Dylan? Go, Dylan.
Well, it has 6 sides and it has a one number. We try to time it.
Say that again.
Try to time all the numbers together.
You could times, you're wondering, I'm going to put that as a wonder, is that okay?
Yeah.
So you're wondering if you can times all the numbers. All right, and who's next to Dylan? Brian?
It's a layout of Teresa's bathroom.
Sorry?
A layout of Teresa's bathroom.
The layout of the bathroom. Nice. Yep.
Nick and they give you a measurement in inches.
Inches. Sometimes I'll just write a short word, and you can see my handwriting's terrible, but I want to make sure where all your ideas go.
Caitlin.
Caitlin?
Yeah, and then 60 inches, you repeat it.
60 inches is repeated. Okay. And your name?
Chelsea.
Chelsea?
And all of the numbers are even.
Even. Nice. Great. And
Charlie, I found the sink area was 576 inches.
the sink area, 576.
Yeah.
All right. Are there any on your list, and of course now we can make sure we cover all the wonders too, are there any on your list that aren't up there yet? Noticings or wonderings? Chelsea?
Yeah. What was your question for the problem?
What would the question be? And let me just take a moment to ask you what you think I would do. You've known me now for 15 minutes. What do you think I would say the question is that we should work on? Okay, maybe I would pick the sink. What were you going to say? A different kind of answer? Oh, that same answer? No.
Maybe like the perimeter.
And what did I say I'm really interested in? What am I most interested in? Say it. What am I most interested in? What do I care about? What do you think I care most about? Here. Well, you know what you're thinking. So if that's what I care most about, which question do you think I'm going to think we should work on?
The one that we want to work on?
The one that you want to work on. The one that works best for you. And of course, one thing that mathematicians get really good at is picking a question that's interesting to you, not trivial, because who wants to work on a problem that, you already know the answer to, but one that could be done. Like, what's the right level of the challenge? What's going to be most interesting for the challenge? So keep that in mind as we keep thinking. So what else? Are there other notices and wonders that we don't have up here?
Brendan, I've noticed.
Brendan, thank you.
I noticed the bottom's cut off by at least 8 inches.
The bottom is cut off, so you said? I see, looking across.
Yeah. And the side's cut off by 32 inches.
Cut off by 18 on the bottom, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And how much on the side?
32.
32 on the side. Yeah. Yes.
And it is a closed figure.
It's a closed figure. All right. I'm curious about this question about how many tiles fit. Who asked that question?
No, I'd say.
A number of people asked, okay. And what do we think about the tiles piece here? What did you notice about tiles besides the word tiles?
The measurements of the tiles vary, it's not necessarily.
We don't see, I don't know for sure what those measurements are, but they look like they belong to the sides of the space, right?
Yes.
So if they do, we don't have a measurement for the sides of the tiles. So if you're a mathematician and you don't have a measurement and you want to think about how many tiles fit, what would you do? You could look at the perimeter and think, but I've got to have, I want to answer this question, how many tiles fit?
You need the area, and you need to divide by 12. Make up the measurements of the tiles.
You could make up a measurement of the tile, right? There's no reason that they didn't tell us what size tile it is. If I want to think about how many tiles fit, can I go ahead and make up a measurement and think about what happens when I do that? And so I could pick a measurement that was 1 inch. I could pick a measurement that was 2 inches, because you guys all noticed they were even. I could pick a measurement that was 4, because, right? So how about if we take that question, oh, before we do that, as you were sharing, and as we did this whole group piece, I asked you to think about what noticings and wonderings weren't on your list, but came up as a result of the conversation. What did you notice happening as we spoke and you heard other people's ideas? Did you get new ideas? Did you get new noticings and wonderings? What kind were they? And suppose you were thinking, how do I get good at this? How do I get really good at noticing and wondering? And if you think about the ones that weren't on your list, what do you notice about the ones that weren't on your list that other people thought of?
They connect with yours.
They connect with yours? How would you think of the things that they thought of next time? Is there anything that you're noticing about the things that you tend to think of and then things that you tend not to think of? Have you learned anything about yourself in the way that you think here yet? Yeah? What did you notice about your own thinking? And the things that you tend to notice and then the things that you didn't?
Like how other people were thinking when you're saying that two sides are like equal.
Yep.
I was like kind of thinking would.
Right. So sometimes people are comparing measurements. And you might not be a person who tends to compare. But you could say to yourself, hey, don't forget to compare. Or you might be a person who looks at the shape, but not so much at the numbers. Right? So you could say to yourself, hey, next time, think about the numbers too. All right.